Hey everybody, welcome to This Week in Sports. I'm Sean. So the NBA Finals started this week, and the Spurs pulled out a nail-biter in Game 1. They were playing in Miami, and they were able to pull out the win 92-88. It was a tight game, but the Spurs were able to overcome LeBron James' triple-double. Tim Duncan went for 20 and 14, and Tony Parker had a stellar game as well, making a weird, crazy circus shot right there at the end with about 5 seconds left. The game was pretty cool, really good, really close, and I can't wait to see the rest of the series. It's going to be a tough one. I definitely think the Spurs can pull out the win on the series over the Miami Heat because they play just really sound, fundamental basketball. All their passes are crisp. They shoot the ball well. They don't mess up stupidly. They do what they need to do, and they play the way they need to play, and they play the way they know how to play, which is good, fundamental, sound basketball. I definitely want them to win over the Heat, considering I'm not a big Heat fan. I definitely think they have the opportunity to beat the Heat, but you never know when LeBron's playing. Dude can take over a series like that. In other basketball news, other NBA news, George Karl's out as the Nuggets head coach. He was there for about 9 seasons, and this is a little bit of a shocker because he did win the Coach of the Year this last year, leading the Nuggets to their best winning record since he's been there. So over the last few years, there have been a few coaches that have gone to Coach of the Year and then been out of their team within the next 2 years. So it's almost like a curse these days. It's like a 50% chance that you're going to be fired if you get Coach of the Year. Good luck to Coach Karl, and wherever he goes, I know they're going to get a good quality head coach, and they're probably going to turn it into a really good team wherever he goes. Now we're switching over to NFL news. Not a lot of NFL news going on right now besides the free agent stuff, but that's slowed down a lot. You got some injury stuff here and there. The other stuff, you got your mini camps and your OTAs going on right now. So those are pretty exciting, but they're still not too exciting. Not enough to get the juices flowing because it's no pads, it's not real hitting. The only other thing that I think that would get the juices flowing would be some political news. Matt Burke didn't go to the White House with the Ravens with their visit for winning the Super Bowl because he disagreed with something that Obama said regarding Planned Parenthood. Obama said, God bless Planned Parenthood in one of his speeches, and Matt Burke disagrees with that. He does not agree, he does not follow that, because he's a devout Catholic and he doesn't believe in abortion. He's pro-life, and so this causes a little bit of a stir. Now, in the sports arena, there's usually not a lot of politics because a lot of athletes don't want to put themselves out there and push away certain fans. So, they want to stay even keel about a lot of things. So now that Burke is retired, he could have like a little bit of a platform. Dude's a really smart guy. He went to an Ivy school, I think, was it Harvard? Dude's really smart, and he has a chance to go somewhere in life if he chooses to. So what do you guys think about this? Do you think, he's in the right, he's in the wrong? Should he have spoken his part? If it was you in this case, would you still go to the White House because it is the White House and you don't really ever have a chance to go to the White House? And regardless of who the president is, it's the president. Would you want to go and meet that person, meet that president, go and see the White House? Or would your view of something like this, would this overpower that? Let me know in the comments down below. Other NFL news, now this is going to bring it down a little bit. I want to say rest in peace to Deacon Jones. He's a member of the Fearsome Foursome. Very, very fierce and stingy defensive line. I just want to say shout out to his family and hope you guys are doing well. So in other sports news, Justin Gatlin and Usain Bolt actually raced this last week at the Golden Gala meet, and Justin Gatlin came out on top. Justin Gatlin has actually been doing pretty good this year, winning his first 5 races. Usain Bolt's actually had a little bit of a struggle this year and had a couple neck-and-neck races. So I want to know what do you guys think about Usain Bolt losing Justin Gatlin by a whole 1/10 of a second? Is Usain Bolt losing a step, or is Justin Gatlin just getting that much better? I don't know what to think about this. I think that Usain Bolt is not losing a step. I just think that he's saving it till the next Olympics. He's getting into shape right now. It doesn't happen overnight, so give him time and he'll be back where he's supposed to be. At least that's the way I see it all. And for all you Dodger fans out there, I have a ton of friends that are Dodger fans. They have a little newcomer on the block. His name is UCL Puig. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's P-U-I-G, so we'll figure that out one of these days. He's actually came on this last week with a fury. In his first 2 games, he went 5 for 8 with 2 home runs. He's just lining it up. His 3rd game, he did go 0 for 4, but he still is like on the spot, making plays in the outfield. He is at the plate. He's hitting the ball well. And you know what? The Dodgers did sign him to like a $42 million deal last year. So it shows that they did have plans for him. And it is good to see some rookies coming in, producing, some guys coming up that have some definite skill and working through the system. I definitely like that when I see players do that. So give us some Dodger love out there, my friends who are Dodger fans. Last bit of sports news, the MLB draft happened the other day, and the first pick with the Houston Astros, they picked up Stanford's pitcher Mark Appel, and he was they actually passed him up last year to pick up another player, and he decided not to sign when he got offered a $3.8 million deal at pick number 8. He went back to his senior year at Stanford, dominated again, and now he's the #1 player in this year's draft. So, you know, big ups to Mark Appel for making that decision. Big ups for the Astros. I guess it looks smart in 2020 now. It was stupid at the time probably, but now it looks smart because they got the good player. Now they got another good player. So, good thing for the Astros, good thing for Stanford. He actually grew up, the player, Mark Appel, he grew up in Houston, so he's a homegrown kid, and so they're happy to have him. So that's it for this week in Sparks, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hit that like, share, subscribe button, and let's get this conversation going right. I'll see you guys next week.